All right, we're gonna try this. We're gonna try this thing again. I talked for about 11 minutes straight, and I forgot to press the live button. So, all right, so so I'm back. I'm back to talk about the NAACP urging the Shelby County Health Department to step in to put the brakes on this supercomputer that's spearheaded by Elon Musk. What's up, Emmanuel? Cynical One. Thank y'all for coming. Yeah, Elon Musk. That's what I heard a young lady refer to him as on another social media platform. Called him Elon Musk, and I can't get it out of my head right now. So that's what I'm going to continue to refer to him as in this live stream. Elon Musk. Yeah. So he decided that he wanted to put a supercomputer here in the city, and it's to power his company XAI. This is artificial intelligence business venture. Rainy woman, long time no see. What's good? Thank you for coming. Yeah. But yeah, I was wondering what made him put this supercomputer in the city, because it's supposed to be the world's largest supercomputer. I might add, it's the world's largest. It's supposed to be the world's largest, right? It's going to power AI. It's going to power this chatbot that he has, and it's supposed to be. It's the size of 3 or 4 football fields, but I think they're exaggerating. It doesn't look that big. It may be the size of 1. Yeah, man. Environmental racism. Yep. Yeah, I'm getting to that. Yeah. But yeah, I was wondering what made him want to put it in the Memphis area. You know, because I would expect something of this magnitude to be in the DMV area, since that's where the Pentagon is, the Capitol Hill. You know, the 4 branches of the military. They got all this intelligence up there. And then the FBI headquarters is not too far from there either. So I would expect something like this to be up there, either there or Silicon Valley, basically the San Jose, the Bay Area, because that's where Google is, and you know, it's a hotbed for tech activity. You know what I'm saying? But he said he responded to the same question that I've been asking. And he said the reason that he chose the city because Memphis already had a former manufacturing facility that's now vacant. He was looking for a building that already had it was set up for manufacturing. So the building in which he's in now used to house Electrolux. You know, a lot of you may be familiar with Electrolux as the maker of kitchen appliances such as refrigerators, stoves, ovens, pretty much anything that goes in the kitchen, right? So that's what he said enabled him to get his supercomputer up and running quicker, as opposed to starting it from the ground up. He said he was able to get this started because of him moving into a former manufacturing facility. He was able to get his company up and running in no more than 122 days. Because, yeah. What's up, Emmanuel? Third Ward. Salute. Yeah. So he said it had more to do with timing than anything as to why he chose Memphis. You know, Memphis already had a building in place, and so that's basically what this supercomputer is inside. It's inside of a former Electrolux manufacturing facility. He said this suits what he's trying to do with this artificial intelligence supercomputer, and it's supposed to be like, I don't know if I said it earlier, but it's supposed to be the world's largest. So, and local officials are happy about this. You know, they're saying it's going to bring hundreds of jobs, and they're talking about millions of dollars in tax revenue, and last but not least, it's going to quote unquote level up the economy in the area. So it's a good thing, right? You know, you got hundreds of jobs and more tax revenue, and you get to take the economy to the next level. That's a great thing, right? Well, not exactly. You got people in nearby neighborhoods that are affected, you know, because they're breathing in the air. Because guess what? It's going to take power for this supercomputer to generate all these answers, right? These computations that the supercomputer has to make. It's going to take power to make it happen, right? So that's where the problem comes in at. That's where the big problem comes in at. You got these methane gas turbines that are required to power this supercomputer, right? And these methane gas turbines are emitting all types of cancer-causing toxins into the atmosphere, in the air. You know, you got nitrous oxide being emitted into the air, and you also got formaldehyde emitting into the atmosphere, into the environment. And it's a historical black neighborhood. It's pretty much a blue-collar neighborhood. You know, a lot of elderly people live there that's been there 30, 40 years, and they've been dealing with pollution of the environment for like decades, because it's an industrial area not too far from the neighborhood where this supercomputer is. And you got an oil refinery nearby, and a steel plant nearby, and all type of chemical companies nearby. So it's a lot going on. It's pretty much a lot going on. And somebody lying about how many methane gas turbines are operating, because the mayor's talking about they got the permit for only 15 of them, but this other nonprofit group did some aerial thermal imaging. They got aerial view of the place, and it showed 33 turbines running. So somebody lying, you know what I'm saying? Naker L, what's up? What's good with you? Yeah, man. They wilding out in the big M town, man. Yeah, so somebody lying. You know, people are already saying that the mayor took some type of kickback under the table. I mean, we already know that he getting a big tax break for this, you know. So I've been wanting to go live about this for a while. You know, I just hadn't gotten around to it. And when I saw the NAACP getting in the mix, I was like, whoa, take a bite. What's good? Hey there. Amy in the building. All right. So when I saw them, they sent letters to the health department, the Shelby County Health Department, and the local utility company, you know, telling them to have some type of regulations to put a stop to this, because they are not in compliance, so they shouldn't be allowed to operate. That's what the NAACP is saying. And the Shelby County Health Department is claiming they didn't receive any letters, and the utility company is claiming they didn't receive anything either. All right, man, I hear you. So there's no way that both of them didn't receive anything. All right, be safe out there. Be safe out there driving. I know it's rush hour, and you know, Gotta stay focused out there. People be driving crazy and the rush and things like that. Might even be in the gridlock, you know. But anyway, yeah. So you got these turbines that's unregulated, and you got this chat bot that Elon Musk has called Grok. I guess I'm pronouncing it right. I don't know. But it's all types of generated images that came out as a result of this chat bot. You know, unlike the chat GBT, you know, it'll decline certain prompts when trying to generate stuff. You can't just type anything and expect the chat GBT to generate it. But Elon Musk's chatbot, it'll generate an image of Donald Trump flying a plane into the World Trade Center. It'll generate an image of Muhammad holding a bomb. It'll generate an image of Taylor Swift, Alexandria Cortez, and Kamala Harris in lingerie, and a whole bunch of crazy stuff. You know, it'll generate an image of Donald Duck saluting Adolf Hitler. A bunch of crazy. Yeah, it's wild. So you got this chat bot that's running amok without any type of rules and regulations. And you got data center that's out of compliance. So you got a chat bot that's doing what they want to do, out of compliance, facing no type of rules or regulations. It's just on both ends. They just wilding out on both ends. You know what I'm saying? Elon Musk thinks it's funny. You know? He's like, this is the most fun AI project in the world, in the country. You know, he thinks it's funny. So you got some legislatures been getting on them about, fixing the whole thing, So we'll see how that works out, And I'm waiting to see what's going to come out of the NAACP reaching out to the Shelby County Health Dept, because so far I hadn't heard anything. I'm trying to see what the repercussions going to be if Shelby County Health Department and the local utility company doesn't comply. What's going to happen? What type of recourse the NAACP have? Is it going to be like a Montgomery bus boycott type thing? No, they can't be, because the Supercomputer doesn't have any paying customers like the buses do. You got paying passengers. So this is completely different. So, protesting outside of this thing isn't going to do anything. It's not. I don't see how that's going to, move the needle in it. So it's interesting to see how they're going to get some type of results out of this. Both of them are saying they hadn't received no letters or nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, they've had some town hall meetings before saying, concerning this whole matter, and it's been heated, and they got a video of some executive of this AI company, sneaking out of the side door when things got heated. That was kind of funny. But yeah, so they got 35 methane gas turbines running, emitting all this stuff into the air, and you got non-black people that live elsewhere saying, "What's wrong? What's the problem? What's the problem? He bringing jobs. He bringing technical jobs here. He's improving the job market. He's leveling up the job market. What's the problem?" Well, these people don't live near this supercomputer. You know what I'm saying? They're not inhaling the fumes that the people in this neighborhood are inhaling. So it's easy for them to say. You know what I'm saying? Now that nearby oil refinery, that Valero oil refinery has been there as long as I can remember. So I don't know if they receive similar scrutiny. I don't know, but what I do know is they're in compliance. They in compliance. They got permits. You know what I'm saying? Unlike Elon Musk, you know what I'm saying? They got permits. And plus, they do a lot for the community. They feed the needy. They donate millions of dollars to United Way. They've fed, stocked up the food pantry, millions of dollars worth. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that's what kept people off of their back. So I don't know, but I just haven't heard anything about them being controversial, or maybe they did face some scrutiny, but I probably was a little boy at the time or something. Like I said, that oil refinery has been there for as long as I can remember. But this supercomputer though is a different animal, because the guy that's spearheading this happens to be like the richest man in the world, and he was an advisor to Trump, and he helped to do away with all the agencies that regulated the environment. And so maybe that's how he's getting away with this. And then they already talking about how he may have paid the mayor off, and because the mayor is fully stoked on this. We finna level up the economy. But you got people in the area saying that we don't want to trade in our lungs for money or revenue or jobs. We deserve clean air and water, just like everybody else. And that's another thing. The water source. That computer is going to have to tap in to the local water source. And they say they're going to create their own wastewater facility to cool the computer off as it does its computing. It's going to need some cooling off, but we already know that they're going to be using the local water source, which happens to be it's an artesian well. That's what it is, an artesian well. And Memphis has some of the best drinking water in the whole country. We got some of the best drinking water in the whole country because of this artesian well. And but this supercomputer is gonna throw a wrench into all of that. It's gonna murk it up a little bit if he gets his way. So a lot of people there's been some protests about it. It was some young people protesting last month about it, and they're doing what they can to put a stop to it. You're gonna see what happens. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so Memphis sitting on this aquifer, this artesian well, and it's said to hold millions of gallons of water. It's millions of gallons of water in this artesian well, also known as an aquifer. You know what I'm saying? And here he come, want to stick his hand in it. You know what I'm saying? And the mayor is okay with it. Local officials okay with this. All in the name of quote unquote leveling up the economy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but yeah. Yeah, that's right, Cynical One. Yep. Nobody need to. The economy, the local economy, don't need to be leveled up that bad to the point where you're putting people's health in peril. You know what I'm saying? That's totally unacceptable. And in that particular part of town has like the highest rates of asthma and cancer than any other part of the city. and the lowest life expectancy rate. I mean, apparently you got people over there passing away at 55 and 60 years old. You know what I'm saying? And it's all because of the environment, the industrial area that's near their neighborhood. So just another case of them, just doing what they want to do in the close vicinity of black neighborhoods. Like their lives don't matter. But hopefully the NAACP can make something happen. Yeah. But like I said, I ain't heard nothing yet from the Shelby County Health Department. I haven't seen anything on the news, so I have to keep y'all posted. And that's that on that, So I want to thank y'all for watching. I got to get up out of here. Got some stuff I got to attend to. Now I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.